Let me get a, start a poll. All right, guys. We're doing it. Just waiting for some of y'all to hop on. Oh. Help a girl out. Help a girl out. Help a girl out. I'm gonna make some coffee. Help a girl out, please. At least I'm feeling cute. I'm feeling cute for show. Hi, puppy boy. I really gotta get like a bag for all my collectibles. I go, Courtney's asking for money. I am. $1 a day. Just $1 a day, guys. That's it. I'm just asking for $1. I'm asking 20 people to donate $1 today. You don't even have to. We could do 15. I could do 10. 10 people for $1, guys. That's all it's gonna take. All right. Give to the less fortunate here. All right, guys. I am in a struggle boat. Struggle city. Just trying to keep my sanity. Trying to keep that sanity. That sanity. Help a girl out. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help you help me. I'm gonna help you help me. Help you. Help me help you help you. Help you help me. Help me help you. Help me help you help me. Help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you. Help me. Help. Help. You are my good boy. I think I got one more thing in the car. Come on, my buddy. I know I'm home. Help me help you. Help me. Back it up. Hold on. Help me help you. 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 Guys, my phone line just got turned off. So I am asking for donations, $1. I'm asking 10 people for $1. 10 people for $1. Okay. I have $5 in coins. I have $5 on my EBT. So I'm asking 10 people for $1. 10 people for $1. Help me help you. Help me help you. Just kidding. I'm also kind of just like not in shock or stunned because there's nothing I could do about it. This was inevitable. But like, damn, that's tough, bro. You go to send a text message and then all of a sudden it's like text service denied. I was like, damn. Oh, I want to leave my blanket in here. Like, that really sucked. I was going to go meet a friend too, and she ended up having something happen with her tire, and God works in such divine timing that I couldn't have seen both of us having some kind of thing right before meeting up as, like, not God. So I was going to go regardless, but she canceled again. So I'm like, okay, my phone line just turned off, and then she wasn't able to make it. So I'm like, okay, God is doing something intentionally. Hello, my master. Ugh. Up in the mouth again. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. You know what? I'm gonna fold some laundry. So yeah, help me, help you, help you. Let me help you, help me, 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 help you. My head hurts. I want coffee. Yeah, guys, for the people jumping on, to expose it, because I'm probably gonna talk about it for the next 30 minutes. Has anyone had this? Hi, hi. You guys come here. Has anyone else had this happen before where they go to send a text message and they get that notification that says text service denied? When that happens, does the other person does their message just not go through to me? It's not, because I don't feel like I need a phone line. Like I can use a WhatsApp, like I can, you know what I mean? Like there's other ways to connect with people. And at the end of the day, I don't answer my texts anyway. But it is kind of just like, oh, damn, Courtney. It's like, you're really in a pit. So, has that happened to anyone? Has anyone done that before? Asking 10 people. 10 people for $1. Can we do it? Can we do it, people? 10 people for $1. Can we do it? I will take dares. Just kidding. I'm more so just venting. I just like can't believe that happened. It happened to me before a month ago, and then I used my credit card for it. And then this month my credit card got declined also. So that's just my life. Help me help you. Help me help you. Let's make some coffee. We're gonna make some coffee and smoke some weed because I don't know. Part of my brain is like firing off. I learned, so I use marijuana to help me with my PTSD, and especially when I have like flashbacks and things of that nature, or if my brain's starting to trip where it's going into fight or flight, where I'm like, whoo, like a bear, like, whoo, you know, like right now I'm like, I'm chill, right? But I go, whoo, I don't want to go, whoo, you know, so like I gotta chill. So the Mary J helps with that, and I realized like 5 years ago, and then I found out that that's actually scientifically correct. So we are gonna smoke some Mary J. All right. Do you guys like how I did this? Look, I'm actually getting better at it. Look at, you can't even tell I don't have hair. Wait. Help me help you. Just help me. Someone help me. Hi, baby. Baby boy. All I have is a fork, so we're gonna have to use the fork to get the coffee in the K-cup. This is important, this shit. All right, I'm not gonna swear anymore though, right? Right? Be a good noodle. Don't swear, be a good noodle. It's okay, because I barely had any gas anyway. I shook this. Help me help you. Thank you. You look great too, Grey Wolf. Help me help you. Everyone heard, right? Everyone heard my phone line got turned off. It's okay. Honestly, this hurts a lot more than waking up and having my car repossessed. Like, that morning, I woke up, I came downstairs, my car's not in the driveway. And, like, I wasn't even phased. I kind of was laughing, like, damn, it kind of took them a while. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I think because I could cope ahead for that one. For my car getting repoed, I could cope ahead. For my phone line getting turned off, I cannot cope ahead. Because I honestly just have not been through this yet. So I just don't know. I don't know. You know? Just making a coffee. So here's the thing. I'm like, I could totally call the company, right? But I'm going to straight tell them I don't have money until Tuesday. And they're going to say, well, we're so sorry. Or they're going to say, oh my gosh, we will hold out until Tuesday. But the thing is, I know me. And I know I'm going to hesitate calling them for like hours because I get stressed out. And then once I do call them, it's the end of the day. And by that time, I'm going to be like, wow, they didn't yell at me over the phone. Like, I should have called sooner. Do you guys get scared to call somewhere because you're like, oh my God, they're going to yell at me? I had to do that with both my credit card and my car the other day. I had to call the places and just acknowledge my situation to them so they know I wasn't like ding-dong ditching them. Like, they knew I just am not well. And you know, the only thing that got me to jump in, because I was so stressed out to jump on that call, but I told myself, I said, Courtney, they're professionals. They're not going to yell at you. People don't normally yell at other people. And I'm realizing, like, to be scared to go into a social interaction because my norm is getting yelled at, like, in a threatening way, I realize that's like not normal or healthy. And so I'm trying to rewire my brain to be like, hey, Courtney, not everyone wants to hurt you. You know, you know, you know, pour it all over me. Imagine if I did that. Oh my gosh, guys. I would do it, but I don't have any money to buy any milk. So, and my dad's gonna yell at me if I. I'm gonna be like, you guys wanna see how the conversation would go? This would be my dad. And this would be me. Right? That would be how the interaction happens. It would go just like that. I definitely don't want to hurt you for real. Ken Kill Cam, let's go. There's one. 1 out of the 8 billion. There's not actually even 8 billion people on this planet. Guys, I can't wait for the rapture. Jesus is coming back. It's also why I'm like, fuck it with my life, because everything's happening because of God's divine timing. But also, they blew the shofar on top of the mountain. Ah! And they did the sacrifice that was supposed to be the red heifer sacrifice. Red heifer sacrifice they did. They did it as a practice, like a trial, but it was actually a perfect sacrifice. So in the way, they did fulfill prophecy, and it's like, prophecy is just flying off the pages. All right, anyway, if you guys are just jumping on, we are on live right now because as I was gonna go meet a friend to go for a walk, turns out my phone line got shut off because I can't pay the bill. And so now I don't have a phone number to use. So can 10 people donate $1 to my fund or tell me that they think that life is gonna be okay? Any positive encouragement will help. Or subscribe and share this video to your mom, not your dad, unless your dad would like this stuff. If you have a sister, send it to her too. Share my video. Help me, help you, help me. Help me not be broke. I want to move out of my parents' house so bad. Help. That was the improv song called A Stoner Living Under the Psychopath's Roof. Limited edition 2025. That interaction between you and dad would be a box office hit. Dude, I need to be less scared of things because as soon as I get out of here, it's gonna be so funny. I can't wait. Yeah, Ken Kill Cam, did you see the video that I had up for I had up for an evening, and it was my dad coming into the living room and yelling at me, but I had a song to the background that was kind of like vibe, and I was advocating for myself. Did anyone see that? I only had 60 something views on that video, so I'm like, someone did, because I watched it like 30 something times, so someone else saw it, and it was so funny, but like, I'm waiting until I get out of this place to let that post because I'm scared that if they see it, they're gonna put hands, and I'm not trying to get hurt today. So, yeah. Yeah. Can't wait though. That restraining order, waiting. Keep telling myself, it's just a phone number. You know, you guys wanna know why I think I'm really upset? I don't really, because it's not that I need a phone number. No, you don't. It's helpful to have one. Connecticut does offer, free phone lines, but here's the thing. I don't want to change my number. And that's the thing, because but I'm also wondering, maybe God's telling me I should, because my phone number was from my old days and a lot of people have it. And I'm also kind of in this phase of I'm her, you know what I mean? Like I'm growing up, like I'm going through adult puberty again. And I'm just, so maybe, look, and all the fucking wet clothes are on the chairs here. This is real life. You cannot fake this stuff. Just stole my dad's shirt. Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon. Stop interracial marriage. Okay, Mark. All right, Mark. Mark has something to say. Mark has something to say. You changed your clothes. Damn right I did, guys. I got dressed. I put on jeans. What's that? Ooh, I want to do it. I should never be doing this stuff on the internet, but you know, this is the point. You know what? I'm on here to be weird. Like from Mean Girls. Oh my god, I think I do act my age. I'm 25. I think I do act my age. I think when you're 25 is like your second middle school. Like when you go through middle school the first time, it's like kind of awkward, except no one had that awkward phase anymore because of fucking social media. All the girls learned how to not be awkward and weird when that was the best part. I loved being awkward, dude. Like doing things to make other people think was like so fun because they're all fucking stupid. They don't get my humor. And same thing, I didn't get anyone else's because I was fucking stupid. Because that's just what you are. All right, I'm gonna stop. You know, I'm feeling big, heavy, deep. You know what? I need to get sadness dot. I need to go get my sadness dot. I think I'm feeling sad. You know what? Someone call my therapist. Tell her we are doing it. We're gonna explore my feelings. Okay? This is why I go to the hospital multiple times a week. For this moment. Oh, they gave us homework I can do. Guys, we're gonna do our homework together. Oh, you know, so funny. Every time we go in DBT group, it's like AA. You go around in circles. Hi, I'm Courtney. This is good lighting. Oh, guys. Let me take a little selfie. Okay, we got 3 in there. Yeah. Wow. I need to get my spot dots, my emotions, because I'm feeling. So they gave us this homework, but I don't remember what it was. It was something about like our feelings. I don't know. This is what we're going to do. Don't let me forget, okay? I'm counting on you guys to help me here. We're going to get my emotion spot dot. We're going to do some activities that my therapist has for us. Because you're in this with me. I missed you, Kanda. It's been a little bit. All right, Grey Wolf, smoke a joint with me. Let's do it. Except I'm not going to be on camera while I smoke, but you and I can say 1, 2, 3, go. And we can light it at the same time. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, I'm hoping to get my med card next month. I didn't get it for a while because I kind of wanted to, Guys, this always happens. My live just cuts off. Big kiss from Joe. I want a doll wink. How do you do it? Do you bring your eye up or do you just... How do you doll wink? Hello, Kanda. Green. Big kiss from Paris. Mwah. I love... You like my biceps? I used to lift people. Look at it. Courtney mad. Courtney smash. Funny fact, my last name is Angers. Angers, Angers, but most people just say Angers. And funny fact, I think there was a curse on my family. My family's last name was Sear. If I go through the bloodline, like the fathers, like if we do the father's bloodline, like, and I'm gonna say the bloodline of my bloodline, the people okay. We all know I don't have to explain everything, but I feel like I need to. ADHD. I did take my medicine today, but this is my PTSD brain hyperactive. Oh my god, my brain hurts so bad. It feels like little zaps. I definitely need to smoke. It's like so hyperactive right now. My family came over here from France. We went to France to Canada under the name like the Sear family, and then we moved down to Maine. And then from there, we came down to like Bristol, Connecticut, Rhode Island. And my grandfather worked at New Departure in Bristol, Connecticut, which was a factory that a lot of French Canadians migrated to back in the day. And they all worked at the same factory, this woodworking factory type thing. And they all went to the same church. I'm saying like that because like it was explained to me like over and over and over again, the same thing. So I'm just repeating it. So, but my last name was Sear coming over here. Like my family's last name was Sear. And at some point in time, it changed to Angers. Cyr is commonly known for being the like French evangelicals, like the French they came out to spread the gospel. And over time, my last name changed to Angers, which is kind of funny because my dad is an angry man and avoids it. And I don't know much about his bloodline in that, but it almost seems that things were recurring. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Yeah, Courtney mad. Courtney smash. That's what it came from. And fun fact about me, I never got angry as a kid. Never got angry, right? Things didn't really bother me. I was pretty like, whatever, like God's world. I just live in it. I would get sad though. I would never get angry at someone, but I would get really like sad and hurt if someone did something mean to me intentionally. And I suppressed that, and people said, don't suppress it. And I'm like, I'm doing fine. What do you mean? Because I wasn't ever allowed to express my emotions. I never learned how to express them in a healthy way other than sports and like cheerleading, like physically getting it out. And that fucked me up. We are going to go get some weed. That's right. I'll go upstairs. Hoping my phone doesn't die in my time that we go upstairs. Do I talk too much or too fast? Y'all tell me. I love you guys. I'm actually really happy that we jump on live. And I'm happy that you guys who jump on the live, like, keep coming back. Because A, thank you for not hating me. And B, I hope you guys know, like, I know I say it a lot, but, like, I am a real life regular person who is literally living my regular life, jumping on live. And, like, it's just really nice having kind of a community now. And when people, because I have been wanting to start a YouTube for a long time. Hi, Luna. And, you know, when I tell people about my page now, I one of the first things I say is how I love the community that's here, because I genuinely feel like we're friends. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, because you guys have opened up to me, I've opened up to you. Like, I feel like I trust you guys. You know, I kind of like you. Just kidding. I really like you guys. Hi, Luna. Want to see my bunny? Say hi, Luna. Maybe she wants to see herself. Noah, don't eat her stuff. Oh, she came to check in on it. She's so sweet. She will watch herself in the camera. Noah, don't eat her salad. No, yeah, that's hers. Don't eat that. No, that's her broccoli. Leave it. Okay, leave it alone. Come on. Come on out. Good boy. Come on out. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, Luna. Goodbye, honeys. I love you. Goodbye, baby. I love you. She's so cute. I love my baby. Bye, honey. Oh, my head. All right, that was scary. I just got really lightheaded. That happens when my blood pressure rises and drops. I don't know if I have POTS, like POTS, but we ran all the tests and things came back negative, but no, I know there's something, like, I don't even know if it's autoimmune, but I know there's something that's, I keep joking, I'm like, there's like a parasite or something wiggling around in me. Things with my scalp kind of make me wonder about that too. But I did all the testing, everything came back, negative, but I'm like, no. I'm like, there's something bothering my, I don't know. But I think it was, Kanda, was it you who said to use tea tree on my scalp? Someone told me to do tea tree on my scalp, and why do you even sit down? What? Come on, Noah, I'm sorry. Noah follows me around, and I'm just, come on, buddy. Poor guy's been going on an adventure today. I am kind of sad. Okay. What were we talking about? We can do this. We can remember. I was coming inside. I don't know. We're going to sit back down and maybe it'll come to me. Maybe. My head hurts. Yeah, Luna's so shy. Oh, Mark, about my hair. So back in like October, I'm going to start sharing the story the real way because I've been kind of dancing around. Back in October, back in October, I was praying to God and I was like, I just don't want to be living this 9 to 5 life, clocking in and out. Like, I'm like, I want to live a life of just you. Remember, keep this in mind, okay? Be careful what you pray for because you will get it. When I was younger, I prayed to God and I asked him for a life of one of every experience. Back in October, I thought life was good. I thought I met my husband. I thought we were starting to settle down. I thought I had my career good. I thought, everything's good. Everything's good. And I prayed and I said, God, I want a life of just you. And you know what? One morning, he gave me a promise. He said, I'm going to catapult you. I said, what does that mean? I told people because I was like, this is accountability. And after that, my nervous system just started to collapse, like fast collapse. Like I thought I had celiac. Like I couldn't eat anything. All my energy was like no matter what I ate, my body was not absorbing energy. So let me get to the point of this. Come October, my hair literally just starts falling out, like dying and falling out. Like it feels like my scalp is bleached, like it burns. And look up telogen effluvium. It happens when your body is like literally just too much. And people keep saying to me, they're like, you're like, is it stress? Is it stress? And I'm like, I wish it was just stress. What I can say to you guys, I'm learning not a lot of people have heard that if your nervous system shuts down, you can lose hair and stuff like that. Yes, it is true, but it didn't happen because I was too stressed out. I actually was managing my stress really well. It happened because I was too traumatized. I was managing my stress, but my body was so in shock from so many things that it said, hold on, you're going through a lot. And it wasn't able to process stuff. And I started to feel like I have waves of the flu, and I had long COVID that also set it off. So telogen effluvium, my hair started to first just pop out. Like I would comb through it and I'd have 5 to 6, like you could squeeze it like a stress ball, like this density, 5 to 6 of those of hair a night, of hair that would literally fall out. And my hair was like really long, like it was here. And after I would comb it out, it'd be like a few inches higher and it would be all dry and dead at the end. So I realized, I'm like, no, my hair is literally dying and falling out. A little bit into that, I noticed that I have all these like sores on my scalp and I'm like, this is new. Like, I don't know what this is. I took very good care of my hair. I used the Way hairline for 3 to 4 years straight. So my hair was very used to it. I had a healthy scalp before. I was using like their apple cider vinegar detox. I was using shampoo, conditioner. I was doing leave-in treatments, things for my oil on my scalp. Like I was combing it maybe 2 or 3 times, like not too much, but like regularly, like making sure the strands aren't locked together, taking good care of it. And that's when my body just gave out. And if it talks about it a lot in scripture about sores on the head, when they're inflicted by God. And that's what happened. Like if you don't know about the story of Job, I encourage you to go read it or listen to an audiobook of it or Spark Notes or something. But that's what I'm going through. I'm going through my season of Job right now, and blessed be to his name. But it's a little painful, but it's okay. It's all worth it. So yeah, I had telogen effluvium, so all started to fall out. And then about a month into that, that's when I realized it was more like seborrheic dermatitis. So it's like my scalp is overproducing. Like it's overproducing like the sebum, like the oil, and like turning over the skin. I can't believe I'm actually explaining this. You guys see how my memory is so much better? I can't believe I'm actually explaining it. The skin cells are turning over much quicker and regenerating much quicker. So there's just like a big buildup, like a big buildup. And the best way I could explain it to you guys that I didn't even notice was after I do like a good tea tree, like it might all feel like skin, but a lot of it's like buildup. And after I do like a really good tea tree, like a little like scratch, like a little exfoliation, I actually feel the cool breeze on my head. Like it actually feels like a cool breeze, like skin is breathing. Whereas if I were to take my scarf off right now, this whole part right here, if a breeze went through this whole part right here, I wouldn't even feel the breeze. So that is a little bit about me. I shaved my hair and I'm still ugly. That's okay. I think the beauty is all in the eyes of the beholder. So you just gotta look at yourself and say, I'm beautiful. You guys want to hear the nicest thing someone said? Oh my gosh, God bless her. I was at this like women's breakfast for my church, and someone was talking to the people, and she goes, I came to the church, she was like, everyone is beautiful. She was like, every single person here is just radiant and beautiful. And it's so true. After she said that, I've been looking around, like, every single person at this church is gorgeous. But it's not because their facial structure is a certain way, it's because they have the glow. They have the glow. When you accept Jesus, there is something like magical that comes out. Like it feels like you got bibbity bobbity booped. Like literally bibbity bobbity boop. Like that's how it feels. So yeah, I just want to say, if you're not feeling good, go to Jesus and say, Jesus, make me like one of the lilies in the fields and make me feel so beautiful, and he will. I used to cry to God. I'm like, God, I feel so ugly, because go on my Instagram page, same username as my YouTube, and if you scroll down a little bit on my reels, you'll see there's a video of me with a white jacket and a hoodie. I'm sorry, it's a jean jacket and a hoodie. And my hair looks like a fuzzy duck. Like, I'm not even kidding. Let me get a photo up. First of all, we're gonna bobblehead Jesus as our background for a second. Oh, I'm not gonna show that one. All right, I will. I'll zoom in on it though. All right, do you remember this photo when I brought this one up a while ago? This was a day that I just like, I had enough. And the reason for it being is this right here. Someone had said they reorganized and cleaned the garage, and it was reorganized, like things were in different places, but then there was that. Does anyone see that guy? My Instagram page is at Classic Courtney, at ClassicCourtney. Yeah, go down to Reels. It's not on my main page because I'm embarrassed because, I look like a fuzzy duck. But anyway, when my hair first started growing back, it was so kind of like sparse and fluffy that this is what it looked like. Now I don't want to take this off because I really like how it's tied, so I'm not going to change it. But all right, let me see. Guys, thank you to people who voted yes. By the way, the reason for that poll, and the reason, if you haven't heard, my phone line got turned off this morning, and so I am just trying to process that and manage my stress. So I thought I would come on here and talk to you guys because you guys make me happy. I think we should just leave this background up here. Hey, I saw this beautiful, beautiful lady. She said she just came from a party right before going to church, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, girl, she was kind of like hesitant about saying that, but I'm like, girl, I love that. Tell us more. How was your party? She had these gold freckles, and I don't know if someone painted them on her, but they were so beautiful. So, yeah. I used to put lemon on my face to try to get the freckles to go away. Coco Rinsky. Okay. Follow me or something, or like something of mine so I can see it, because I think if I hop off YouTube, it pauses the live stream. Let me try. Did it pause the live stream? What happened? Do they really pay money to get freckles? I'll give y'all some of mine. Look. You guys want to see it? Okay. right here, I have a triangle of freckles. It's more now that I'm an older person, but when I was baby, I had some freckles, right? Of course, a lot of my freckles came from getting sunburnt, and then my skin just afterwards creating them. Right here, close to my heart. When I was in high school, I used to be a soccer referee, and I used to have to wear those really big black shorts and that big yellow shirt that was oversized, but it had the little cut down right here. So one time I was reffing, and I just want to keep this picture up. One time I was refereeing, and right here got all burnt, and then I literally had just a line, like a triangle of freckles were here, but there's no freckles here. So like, you guys can see. Sorry, you guys see like there are freckles here, but like not really like up here. Which is funny because my body doesn't, it's not like it matters where my body is. Like, I get freckles, like my leggies. You can't see my leggies, but they're on my leggies. Okay. All right, guys. What happened to my phone? Oh, I can't pay my phone bill, so they turned my phone line off. Yeah, I went to go reply to, I got a text, I received a text message this morning. I can receive text messages. I went to go text her back because we were supposed to meet up somewhere, and I just got a notification that said text service denied. I was like, awesome, because So yeah, I'm jokingly asking for donations, but I'm not actually joking. I will Venmo you back if you Venmo me. I'm actually being so serious. I will Venmo you back on Tuesday. Yeah. So I gotta call them and figure some things out, but I'm avoiding it right now. We're avoiding that. Okay, listen. Sometimes in life, you got to take things by the jugular. This is not one of those times. My sister can do it so well. I think I just want to do it. I would text her right now, but I don't have a phone line. Plus, I think she's at school. She's a teacher. I have a really, guys, pray for my sister in all honesty, because I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and I hope that by saying it, I jinxed it. But I've been having, let me tell you guys about my sister's situation. We're from Connecticut. She went to school up in Maine, met her boyfriend up there. They both moved down to North Carolina together, and she's teaching at a school, and he's going to school for anesthesiology, I think. That's what it's called. Yeah. I just have a really strange feeling about her being down there. Like something, I know what the feeling is. I know exactly what the feeling is. And I'm really hoping that the feeling I have is simply just me being a little worried big sister. Because if I'm being honest, like the dynamic in the family was that I was the mom, and my little sister, I made sure she was taken care of. And emotionally, I made sure she was emotionally taken care of. I don't know why I try to downplay things. There's a lot of shit I did for my sister to keep her afloat. There's a lot of stuff I did for my sister to make sure she never experienced the stuff that I experienced. I took a lot of hits for my sister to be able to have the childhood, a comfier childhood. She still turned out. Anyway, so I have been having this, just, if you guys are, I hope someone's just picking up stuff without me having to say it. My sister's a teacher, and she moved down the country with a boy that she's just dating. Something in my gut isn't sitting right. And not because I'm looking at the situation by fact. This is totally just intuition. This is totally just me being emotional. I have no facts or any information would point one way or another, other than Sandy Hook, other than, what just happened in Minneapolis. I say Sandy Hook because that was a really scary day. I wasn't even there, but I remember hearing about it on the bus, getting home. And as a college cheerleader, one of my teammates who ended up being my little, I freaking love her. She was a student that day. Her and her siblings were at the different schools in the town, but her brother had saw that guy before the things happened, and of course didn't think anything of it because nothing had happened yet. Like, there's no, but I think about that because now I think about, like, specifically her, and I guess now because I know someone who's kind of been closer to a situation, I guess when you know someone who's been through it, you really see it in such a deeper, like, it's so much deeper. Like, you feel it deeply. I don't know. I'm feeling some bad energy. We're gonna shake this stuff up. I think it's this photo. I think this photo brings bad energy. Let's change it. Just get bobblehead Jesus back in here. It's hard to be away from siblings. As you get older, you see them less. And yes, I used to be inseparable from my twin Sally, but now we are both married and kids and have different towns. Oh yeah. I hope you guys still get together. I don't know if I don't know how twins, you guys have such a beautiful, unique connection to each other. Wow, like, it's like you guys have, like, telepathy type. I don't know, how were you and your twin, like, did you guys ever, did you guys, how were your closets? Did you guys share, or did you guys fight? Because my sister and I would just raid each other and then berate each other. My sister and I would pull hair and crazy stuff. Anyway. Man. Yeah, guys, help me out. 10 people, $1, please. I'll Venmo you back. No cap. If you don't feel comfortable. I was going to give out my numbers. You guys could text me. Hit me up on WhatsApp. Go on to my profile page. The link to my website is on there, www.courtneyandrews.com. You can connect with me on there easily. There's going to be a chat button, or there's going to be like an email me or something, contact, chat, whatever. Just go on my website. Let's connect. Oh, okay, Candy. Oh, Candy, wait. Okay, so that's really interesting. So, like, you're kind of like, okay, so you're like my parents' age. So your outlook on life. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I wish I was older. I wish I was more like millennial-ish. Yeah. Just world is so different. I don't know. I'm really right now interested in, like, generations and how it affects people, and I'm really interested in how humans relate and are interconnected. Like, I think that's sociology. I don't really know. I'm really interested in that. But I'm interested. I can't explain it. I can't work with it. It's just you and me. We're not married. No one's married. Let's go, Kanda. Oh, that's right. We're almost the same age. Single team. Single as a Pringle. Someone was asking me the other day if I'm dating. I'm like, no. No. Like, if there is a man out there that I'm like, sure. If there's a man out there that I would be okay spending more than 24 hours with, I think I would let God tell me what the deal is. But right now, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to date. After my ex, you know what? Before my recent ex, the guy I just dated, him and I literally spoke like we were going to get married. Like, him and I literally had timelines. We had baby names. We had so many things picked out. We had figured out, like, lives and schedules and everything. Turns out he was just a fucking narcissist with all these other problems too that he projected onto me. I was there for him when he was about to go into the psych ward, yet he sent me to the psych ward. As in, I self-admitted because he made me sad. But that guy, we're going to give him a fake name right now. We're going to pretend that his name was Matt. And he's absolutely broke my heart, guys. Like, he was the first man that I ever truly loved. Like, that I ever truly fell in love with. And I was so vulnerable with him. And I remember there were days where I'd be like, don't ever just wake up and leave me. Like, don't leave me. And he was like, I would never do that. Guess what happened? We literally split up. But yeah, I thought I was gonna marry that man, and I, before dating him, even said, I said, I don't want to date another man unless I know we're getting married. And then we dated, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, the only man I want in my life is Jesus, because every other man is literally garbage. No offense to any man out there, just the men that I have entertained have been garbage. Jesus, help me. Help me, help you, help me, help you. I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like just vibing. We will expel Candy because he's married. What's going on in the chat here? Brian, what's holding you back? Candy and Heath are BFFs, and I absolutely love this right now. I was just a woman. All of my ex-boyfriends left me with some other woman behind my back, but it doesn't make any... Seriously, you know what? Jay-Z left Beyonce too. I think that guys, you know what? It's their insecurity. It is. I think that when guys cheat, it's because they don't think they deserve. They don't think they're worthy. Or they think that they are... Like, they play out to be the person they think they are. Like, they actually might be really self-conscious and might cheat because they don't think they're worthy. Whether or not they think that you're, you know, the best chick in the neighborhood, like, they might not see themselves as worthy for any girl. They might not see themselves as worthy of anyone's love. They might not see themselves as worthy of their own love. They might not see themselves as a good person who is someone who does that. They might see themselves as an asshole, which is the case for my ex. When he saw himself as a good person, he was a very good person. He was a very good person. But when he started to see himself as incapable of things, he was ballistic. He was absolutely off his fucking rocker. Anyway, I'm done talking about my ex because he makes me mad. Guys, we are going from talking about my dad, going up to talking about my car getting repoed, talking about my phone number getting shut off today, talking about my ex. I think it's time to smoke some weed. Okay, this is what happens if I don't, because PTSD is crazy, y'all. I gotta get should I get a little, like, I have one. My head hurts. I think I need to go for a walk. How to catch a bride in 3 days. Candy, you should have tossed him in the trash. Brian, you know what we could do? If I raise my hands towards Jesus and you raise your hands toward Jesus, we are both raising our hands towards Jesus, and that makes us connected. So do it with me, guys. Raise your hand towards Jesus. Ready? Pick his nose. All right, he's telling me to stop. It's conviction. He goes, don't pick my nose. He didn't say that. I said that. Man, the conviction is real, guys. I can't even... When I was younger, I used to have conviction, and I was like, yeah, but I want to see how far I could push it. Like, I remember as a kid hearing other people take the Lord's name in vain and just, like, wondering what that meant. And so I used to push a lot of boundaries and do things I told I wasn't. Mostly verbal things, like verbal words, because other people were, and I was, like, curious about it. Had I never heard or seen other people do it, I don't think I would have ever been curious about it. I think that's how sin and temptation work. So maybe it's not a good thing to shelter kids, but it's kind of good to set them up around good examples and protect them from bad examples early on until they're aware of how they can work with the situation. But you can't always protect them from everything. Ah, kids. Brian, you have an amazing evening too. God bless you. Yes, Kanda, family of Christ. Oh, I love that. Yeah, this really is like a little, not, well, I mean, everything's church when you have brothers and sisters of Christ with you. But God is sending me out on a ministry mission. Not necessarily, like, yes, to share the gospel, but he really is sending me out just to be a human and connect with other people in regards to Christ. And it's taken me a long time to be like, me? Really? Like, that, how am I going to do that? Like, I feel like that's something that people who were grown up in the church can do. I was like, I feel like that's people who lead community groups, what they can do. I'm like, me? I'm like, I sit around, I go on YouTube Live, I smoke some weed, I talk to you, Lord, and I like kids and animals and art. How am I gonna lead people to you? Like, how, like, because I think about doing things so planned and intentionally. I'm like, okay, so now strategic. I'm like, I'm not ready for it. I'm like, I don't know how. Like, I'm not strategic enough. I don't have the knowledge. You don't need the knowledge. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Okay, amen. Anyway, what's up, Frank? Oh my gosh, Heath, yes, I will come. And if not, you let me know. I used to be a wedding planner, so if you do need anything though, hit me up for real. If you need, like, I'm telling you, I'll volunteer my time to help you get stuff together, to organize stuff. Not like, I mean, I could be hands-on too. I don't got anything to do. But if you need me to make calls, if you need me to double check reservations, things like that, you can literally message me. Again, however, let me know if you need my contact somehow. But yeah, let me know. Oh my gosh. And also, what state are you from? Because if you're from Connecticut, I want to hook you up with some good people. Yeah, I have a bunch of people who work in Connecticut, Mass, New York, Rhode Island that are just the top of the wedding industry, and love them. I miss them so much. Group hug. Can we do a big group hug, guys? Oh, let's do a big group. Everyone, arms out. Here I come. When I hug people, I hold their head. Like, all right, let's take this background off. Jesus, I love you, man, but it's getting in the way. You're from Colorado. Let's go. When I hug people, I hug them where I hold their head and, like, I hug their body. And I'm just like, come here, little bendito, like a little kid. You know, I'm like their head is here. I'm like, come on. I just hold it against my chest. And I'm like, it just feels so, like when I hug someone like that, it feels like I'm loving them. You know what I mean? Like, I see people all the time where, like, I side hug some people. I front hug some people. I feel like one of the, what was that show with all of the kids? Not the Duncans, the Duggars. I learned that my sister was autistic when she would, I always had, like, I love my sister, and I think there's so many special things about her, and I don't think she was given the attention that she needed to use the skills that she has. But this girl has such a ability to make connections and to remember things and to stick to things. Like, when she gets on something, she is full committed to it. And she could recite all 18 of the Duggars children's names in order. And when we had family gatherings, she would perform it for people. She would go as fast as she could. Not like I can go faster, but just like she just could go really fast with it. She just knew their names. So God bless her. But then they ended up being, like, creepy and weird and doing some family incestual stuff. And, like, that's gross. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Humans do a lot of weird shit. So it's not just their family. Like, there's a lot of families that do weird shit. Like, my family's done some... my family used to sing Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal. We used to sing that with my uncle, my cousins, like around the family dinner table. So like everyone does their own weird things. Like something, you know. And at least it wasn't the parents doing stuff to the kids. It was just the older brother doing stuff. And I think he just, you know, that's just, anyway, I'm trying to just process that whole thing in a whole anyway, because it's like, family stuff. The Duggars. Oh yeah, because the side hugs, because they used to, because they didn't date. They did courtships. And they couldn't hold hands. They could barely even side hug, I think. And I never really, I like thought that was kind of like, you know, I was like, oh, you guys are so cute. And then, yeah, and, and then the church I go to now, I started being like, I like you guys. Let's have like friendship. And hey, I'm coming to give you a big hug. When I was at, and what am I saying? My people at church love hugs. The people at church love hugs. And now I've become a hugger because every time I see them, I just hug them. And I noticed that like I always one arm hug people. I one arm hug people. Kids, I do the whole like mommy hug. And then if I do two hugs with people, I go like under their armpits. Like I do like a, trying to keep you, I do like a hug like this, you know, hey, you know what I mean? Or I do like a front hug, like a one arm side hug. And it's so funny because I can tell how comfortable I am with a person based on how I go in for a hug. Like I love the elders in the church, and there's two elder men in the church. Sole reason why I feel comfortable with adult men now. Like I was so terrified of men in general because of so many things that happened to me that I have been always so hesitant about men. And these two men treated me like a daughter, and they spoke to me like a daughter, and they spoke to me so gently and so genuinely, and things literally like God loves you as a child, and things literally like I don't even know if they knew. One day they didn't know I was sick. They didn't know I was not doing well. I didn't tell anyone. I was actually really sick at home. And when I walked in, they said hi, and then they turned around again, and he was like, "How are you feeling?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "Lord God, wow." I was like, "You're working through him. I see you through him right now." I was like, "There's no way he would have known I was sick." And I was like, I know I didn't look that sick that sick that morning either. I know, you know, but God used them. And then each week, these two men just prophesied beautiful things over me and was like, "Your life's going to be okay." And they kept checking in, and they kept reminding me and praying over me. And it got to a point where I would go look for them. And normally I was the person I run into church. I do a little service, like, I go all in with worship. But then I would try, like, you know, run out, like sneak out because social anxiety. But then after service, I started looking for these people. Or when I started arriving to service, I started looking for these people. And then I started updating them. And then I started side hugging them. And then after that, I was like, wow. I was like, these people actually, I felt like family. I literally felt like a niece. I felt like a daughter. I felt like a sister. Like, they treated me the way that I've needed my parents to treat me. Think about that. Like, and that's why I'm so in love with my church. Like, I'm in love with my king because he's my king. But I've also fallen in love with the people at my church because they treat me like family, the way that I need to be treated. And yeah, it's just so beautiful. And yeah, it made me really happy because I don't know. Oh, God bless them. I go to Vox Church. It's out of Connecticut. I go to the Hartford location, but I'm on the launch team for the Naugatuck Valley location. So if you're from Connecticut or you live near like the New York border, come out to the Valley location, guys. Vox Church, VOX. You can watch their sermons and stuff online. We got Pastor Justin Kendrick is the lead pastor. He's got a book out too, but he's so funny, dude. He's so funny. And then up in Hartford, we have Pastor Jeremiah Johnson. He's awesome. He's so genuine. He knows every person by name and can he really, he sees them, he knows them. He has that prophetic gift in him. And he's such an encouragement and such a great leader for our church. I mean, we have such a diverse yet so interwoven community there. So great. Yeah. And then up at South Windsor, I think pastor's name is Josh. No, maybe it's not, but I know his wife's name is Maddie, and, yeah, they're up at South Windsor, which launched from the Hartford campus. Yeah, then they have location in, Middletown, New Britain, New Haven, Brantford, and then, up in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I'm hoping that they go out to Rhode Island, because I'm totally going with them if they do, and, yeah, anyway, Vox Church, definitely check it out. Listen to them online. They just had a really good sermon, which they came out with props. They're men that came out with props. A really good sermon about putting on the armor of God and taking it up. I said that intentionally. Putting on the armor of God and taking it up. And they go into what that means, and Pastor explains that, he just explains, I think it was Galatians 6 or Ephesians 6. It was Galatians 6. Let's look at my Bible. Let's go check it out. Really, really good sermon. Yeah. It's on YouTube. You could just hit your remote. Hit that voice button from your remote, right? Say, Vox Church sermon. It's going to pop up. There's going to be two men. One's going to look like a hula girl. One's going to look like a hula girl. Let's go get my Bible. You know, I'm feeling better. I don't even smoke. I'm feeling better. This is awesome. Yeah, I'm rewiring my brain, and I've been using smoking intentionally to rewire my brain. And also kind of observing how my brain does on its own, because I get major panic attacks that shut me down and disassociate me from reality, and that sometimes I black out at, and in the past have blacked out, ran down the street barefoot, don't realize it's happening until I'm halfway down the street. So that's what we are growing from. Let me get my Bible. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Luna? Oh, hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. Guys, I'm so sad. Last night, it must have just come unhooked. I'm so silly. I was so sad because I was last night my bracelet broke. It must have broke. I think it just unhooked. Yeah, fun. If anyone else has PTSD or PTSD and you have the reoccurring night terrors, every single night, right? Where you think you're in a war scene, where you lucid dream and you could draw a map of it. If anyone else has that, it starts to get hard to tell apart reality from your dreams. And I cannot tell you guys how many times I thought I did something, or I thought someone had messaged me, or whatever it was, or something. And I've sat back and I'm like, I don't know if that was real life or if that was a dream. I have no idea. It kind of happens a lot lately, especially with all this medicine I'm on. My memory's so shot, but my dreams are so vivid, and they're so lifelike. They're not weird, strange dreams where something that's not visually. The best way I could describe it is, if you've seen Harry Potter and you see the scene where Ludwig, is that the big bird? Ludwig Ludwig is flying around the mountains and the castles. Imagine that. But because there's so many different like spaces in my dreams, and I travel a lot. And in that space, it's all also, there's a lot of water. It's encompassed by a big body of water. But through that mountain tunnel, if you go past the other mountain, then it brings you into more of like a desert area. And that brings you into more of like a bomb scene, where that's more of legit war. If you keep going past that a little bit more, it brings you over to like a bridge area that goes past the water on the bridge, right? One side of it is water. On the bridge, the other side is not. And if you keep walking around, it's like a stone bridge, and it's had little like bags on the side of it before, like sandbags. And if you walk down, like if you go one side of the bridge, and it is this way. If you go this way in the bridge, it goes back into like that mountainy area, that the sand area type, like the Hogwarts. But if you go this way over the bridge, which is weird because now that I'm living it, I feel like it's this direction, north and south. If I go like right south down to the bridge, it brings me to more of a city type thing, but more of like an industrial construction. I don't know where I'm going. But one of the buildings looks like the hospital I go to. And part of my dream is going up to the top floor, or being on the top floor. And it all being scary stuff, like emotionally scary stuff, being at the top floor and going to the elevator chute to get down, and there's no elevator. Like, it's a straight chute, and there's something at the bottom. There's something like a dragon-like thing at the bottom. So that's that. That's my little hospital. More that way, so more technically south, but farther in that way, you get to an area that I haven't visited in a long time, but the first area that I was lucid dreaming in, where it brings you into there's a train that brings you up that way, and you land at a train station. That train station brings you to New England, and in my New England area, train station, right? A little bit like west of the train station is a store that like stores, like a mall. And I can even tell you like when they change clothing lines. Like, I remember going in my lucid dream looking for one piece and being like, yeah, no, they changed the whole line, or like double checking it, right? Keep going west, you go up a hill through cities, or through other like almost like old towns built on a hill. All right, get back to the train station, right? Keep going west. That's going to bring you right up to Maine, and it's going to bring you on the coast of Maine, and it brings you to these houses that I feel like I've been at before. Okay, stay with me. We're in Maine, right? We've gone really, really, really south. We've gone a little west, right? Or east, sorry. Go inland a little bit, and we start to get to the place that I've also been in lately that kind of connects to the other mountain place. And lately, it reminds me, lately I have been setting up classrooms and taking them down, almost like setting up events and taking them down. Packing things up, trying to find my car, preparing event-related things. It's literally all event stuff. But I am at a building that looks like the old venue I used to work at. And across the street, a house with locks that don't work. And in that venue, then it leads to other event-related rooms, and it's all interconnected, and it's crazy, guys. Like, I don't feel like, when I dream, I don't feel like it's a dream where, like, random things happen. Like, it is so, how is this even possible that every night, I have these bizarre dreams that are mission-like dreams, right? Where I'm lucid dreaming in it. I can't change the scenario, though. Like, if I wanted to change the scenario, right? Like, I could redirect myself in the dream to make the scenario change, but I make conscious decisions in my dreams. Like, I weigh out options and what would be the better choice. Like, I make conscious connections to things while I'm dreaming. It does not feel like I'm dreaming. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm just like, dream happenings. It's not like I'm watching a movie. It's when I dream, it's the best way to describe it. In my night terrors, it does not feel like I'm watching a movie type thing. In my night terrors, it literally feels like I am living real life, something that feels more real than this life. Does anyone get that? Has anyone heard of that before? Oh yeah, I got bad ADHD. Oh my gosh, you do too, Kanda. Okay. Okay, Kanda. Kanda, we gotta, you know what? You and I gotta jump on a call sometime. We gotta talk, girl. Um, yeah, email me. It's courtneyangeers@gmail.com. DM me on Instagram or something, because, yeah, I want to set up a call or something with you, because I feel like we got a lot in common. Yeah, wow, I'm kind of curious about your nightmares now. Yeah, okay. Kanda, do you get intuitions, like, about things that are gonna happen before they do, or do you get, like, deja vu a lot? I wonder if you have the gift of prophecy too, because that's kind of what I wonder, like, with my dreams. Is that related to my prophetic calling? Because I don't know. I know that that's my calling. I know there's other things I want to do, there's other skills that I have, but that's really the gift that God has given me. And I thought these things were happening because of that gift, because I'm like, that feels, you know, I don't know. I'm so curious. And lately I've been meeting a lot of other people who have the same gift, and they experience the same things. So, happens to you too, because of negative thoughts. Yeah. I wish I could comment, but yeah, email me. I would give my phone number out right now, but my phone line isn't working. You can WhatsApp me though. My phone number, I can't give you guys my phone number. It's all over everywhere. But WhatsApp me. It's 860-712-0768. WhatsApp me. Ooh, Kanda, can you elaborate on that more? Oh, hate that happens too because of negative thoughts. Sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place. Don't post your phone number online. I know. You know, it is really bad because people have, my public information is so out on the internet that if someone, like everything's out there, and it's kind of like, oh, a lot of it is because of like sports related things too, or work related things. And maybe I should get 2 phone numbers. I can't even pay for one. I am thinking about, like, because Connecticut, they offer a free phone line, but it's a different number. And like, I have it, like I can set it up. It's just, see, like, my address, I won't show you guys, but I have a blue, pretend this is blue. I have 2 envelopes. One of them has a SIM card in it. So I don't want to change my phone number. I'm gonna email you soon then. Scammers can steal your money. Damn straight. They could steal my 5 cents. Actually, I didn't know that they could steal my money from different info. Guys, can we talk about how when you sign up for a store's rewards thing, you have to put in your social security? I was at Kohl's when I was younger, and they asked me for my social so that I could sign up for their rewards. And I was like, no. Anyway. Yeah, we'll be besties. We'll be email pen pals. Oh, man. What a day. Guys, while we're all bold putting our emails on here, what's your social security number? Just kidding, don't sell it. Mine is 000000000. All right, guys, get ready. Here's my social security. Ready? I was gonna give a random number, but then the guilt took over and was like, that is someone, so you can't give out a random one. It's okay, Kanda. I actually got your email, so I'm gonna email you and message you. Mine is COURTNEYANGERS@gmail.com. Courtney Angers at Gmail. That's my work one. That's my public one. I have a few different emails that I use for different reasons too. Like Gmail, I usually use for like my, I want to say my, I'm like, what's that word that the worldly people use? Career, for my career. I use my Courtney Andrews at Gmail for like my career. And then I use my Courtney Andrews at Outlook if it's an email that I'm like, oh, I can't miss this one, or I can't be silly with this one. Like, it's like I got to get it from like the state, or like I'm applying to something important. I use my Outlook email. I'm so sorry, Frank. Open a Discord group. We communicate. Wait, what? What is a Discord group? I don't know about technology. Is it like a YouTube Live type thing? Or is it like a new app? All right, guys. I don't want to go for a walk. I feel like my body does, but I don't. Like, I feel like my body wants to because I'm so hyped up. But I know if I do go for a walk, it's going to get my body more hyped up. You know? So. I'm just doing my things. Look at this one. I have to wash it, but it's a saxophone. It's actually iridescent. It was iridescent when I bought it. Now, it's a little different. I don't know what the YouTube community guidelines are, to be honest, when it comes down to this, because, oh, it's an app. Discord. Do you know if it connects to YouTube? Like, I don't know. I just want to find a way to go live where I can also use my phone. In Play Store. Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm about to go take some deep breaths. But again, don't know YouTube's standards, so I might have to do this meditation session off camera. It won't take me too long, though. This is part of being a real person. What I've been doing lately is getting just one guy and opening the top and just in my bowl. And instead of using one joint one time, lasts me like 3 or 4 days. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna have to get on that with the Discord. I feel like I have heard it before. So, okay, guys, deep breaths. Oh my God. I almost just took a sip. Fuck, bro. I'm done with the coffee. You can have the coffee. It's yours, buddy. Yeah, you can have it. It's yours. That was wild. What's up, Tyler Zone? Tyler Zone, I got my phone shut off today. My phone line shut off today. That's why I'm on here. Just working through my feelings. Game over. That's how I feel. For real, game over for Courtney. It's been a day. But everything happens for a reason. God is good. So, yeah. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this. If you don't feel like doing that, go to one of my other videos. You can comment whatever you feel like doing. If you have some feelings about anything, does not have to be relevant to my videos. Does not have to be relevant. Say you're driving home and like, okay, that's not the example I should be thinking of. Like, that's morbid. Say you're driving home and like your favorite song plays on the radio, right? And like you were singing it in your head before and then you turn on the radio, boop, and then your favorite song comes on, right? Like, tell me about that. Like, comment. Go find one of my videos. Anyone. Find one that definitely does not relate to your song and comment. Tell me the story in 3 sentences or more. Your phone line's hella expensive. Dude, mine was only $20. I don't know what I'm gonna do because, so I don't know if they turn it, because I can pay them on Tuesday, but I'm like, I'm short. So I'm like, I don't know if I call them and tell them, can we push it till Tuesday? Or like, I just want to keep my same phone number. Maybe I could be like, hey, can you guys like put a pause on it? Oh, damn, the mail truck pulled in. He went to the front door and something's there. Yeah, I heard. That's so sad about the shooting. Someone on here said it yesterday too. They heard it about it right when it happened, and I didn't know. So they said it, and then I was like, oh my gosh. And then as soon as they said like school in Minnesota, I was like, oh, you could just assume. And wow, my scalp hurts, but it kind of feels good, like a weird like tingle. I think it's like healing, like regenerating skin cells right now. And then I saw online about it. But guys, no cap, I'm gonna go check my mailbox and I'm gonna go run and do some things, and then I will be back. But I'm gonna keep the phone on. So we're gonna do like a 5-minute break skis. I just gotta go pee. So 5-minute break skis, okay? All right, guys, I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. I brought with me my jacket because it's honestly kind of windy. But I also brought with me these sensory pads that have all different textures, and I thought it would be fun if we just, well, I kind of just want to touch them. So yeah, I have a longer phone charger, but I don't know where it is. Oh my goodness, my ADHD. I was gonna show you guys something from the scripture here. The mail wasn't even for me, it was for my dad. Last time the mail truck was coming up, they were knocking on the door trying to like talk to someone. Not talk to someone, like hand deliver something, and I don't answer the door. So I don't know what they were trying to deliver, but I could only, because they just kept saying for C. Andrews, C. Andrews. I'm like, well, that could be any one of us. There's Connor, Courtney, and Caitlin. There's 3 of us here. Like, I don't really know. So, yeah, and then that thing happened with my car. So I don't know what it could have been, but I just get scared. So, I'm gonna take this off the charger for a little bit. Yes. Okay. Oh, and we have our spot dots. I love starting things and not finishing them. I'm trying to understand that too, because yes, I have ADHD, but my ADHD makes me lose my train of thought and makes me get really excited about new things. But I'm also like I don't even want to call it anxiety, because anxiety is more a symptom of it. My PTSD, just the trauma that makes me go so fast and avoid things, and I get super like stressed out. I also have this, I miss being a teacher. I used to put different puzzles and things, and the kids used to use these in the classrooms, and like, which, what? Oh, when I hurt my finger, I just hit my finger on that. Ugh. The spider. Ew. I want to crawl out of my skin now. Oh my gosh, that's so awful. That's so bad. Ew. I need to like get my skin off. You guys know what I'm saying? Oh my god. So hard. And I'm like, it's not there, right, guys? It's not there. It's not there anymore. Like, it was that little, and you guys want to know what makes me more upset? I sit here every day. I sit here every day. And I know the bugs. Like, I sit here every day. I can kind of tell you, like, there's a few of, I could tell you about them. I could tell you about the spiders that are in the area. The ones that you see that are far away, and you don't see them. And next time you see them, they're right next to your face. Then you start seeing them same time every day. And then you find out that it's because spiders study your face and learn your routine. And apparently, bees do too. I wouldn't be shocked if other animals do, because I see a hummingbird that says hi to me every single day in the afternoon. So, anyway, what scares me is that the spider that I just felt and was on my arm was the same spider that was just on my coffee mug. So I feel just, do you guys see the goosebumps? Oh my gosh, it's so awful. I feel like I need to go shower. Ugh, it's like, go away. This is so bad. This is why I'm getting help. This is one of my problems. I used to be the girl in school that I would see a bug and I would scream, I would jump. There was one time, man, I'm gonna bite my tongue on that. Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna tell you the story, but I'm not gonna tell you about how I wanted to call that girl a bitch. So, I was going for a walk with two of my friends in college, and when we were coming back, there was a snake on someone's driveway. Like the driveway we were walking by, there's a dead snake, but I didn't know it was dead. And this girl that I'm not gonna tell you she's a bitch, she looked at the snake, she was like, oh, a snake. How exciting, a snake. Petrified of snakes, deathly terrified of snakes, like arachnophobia for the snakes. Like, what happens? I hear snake. How cute this, I hear that, right? I don't even know. I don't even think I get a glimpse of the snake. Like, I looked in the direction maybe of the snake. It had to happen. If I had saw the snake, this had to happen the second that I was like, it's a real fucking snake. I, at that point in time, jumped up, flung my body back, started flailing because I can't, I'm like freaked out. I think we're just in the road. Apparently, all of a sudden, at the same time, there's a car coming in the direction, and I'm in the road, fucking flailing, freaking the fuck out, like, jump up, like scream, like ah. And a car's coming at me. So this girl, I'm not gonna tell you she's a bitch. She grabbed me and she pulled me to the side, and she was like, "You know, she's fucking sad." She was, sorry for my language, just she was like, "Oh my God, you almost jumped in front of a car." The point of the story was to tell you guys how scared I am of snakes, but now I'm going to tell you that's the same girl that when I was in the psych ward messaged the group chat and told them something about so and so's mom wanted us to do this and that for so and so's graduation. Like, let's all do it. And in the psych ward, like one of the first text messages I sent out to people, I didn't even tell people I was in the psych ward at this time. Like, I literally just wanted to be normal for one day. And the first thing she texted back was, "LOL, yeah, haven't you read the group chat?" And I texted her back, I'm like, "I just got my phone back, I'm in the psych ward." And then I didn't respond for a few days, right? Because I had to give my phone back because we only got it from 6 to 9 p.m., which I'm pretty sure was because the nurses just didn't want to deal with us at that time. And I say that intentionally, like, there is going to be a day that I do actually talk more about my experience in the psych ward. But again, just taking one, I'm already working with so many things. I'm just waiting for one legal thing to clear up before I could take more on my plate. And not to say anything's legally gonna happen, but I just am curious about experiences and would like to advocate for myself in other ways and still feel that's necessary. Anyway, so this girl I'm telling you guys about, the one that's not a bitch, right? She just does a whole snake thing. And this girl's so fucking annoying, man. Oh my God. So the psych ward thing happens at first. Then I actually get out of the psych ward. Out of the psych ward. And I'm not shocked that I actually got this. Again, I'll tell you guys my whole experience. I want to say I did a good job at the psych ward. Yeah, I got like an A+. No, once I got out, like I took a few days to be like, okay, what just happened? Like, now I'm re-immersed into real life again, and like I have this completely new experience that I can't even, like, if you've been there, you understand. If you know someone who's gone, maybe you get it. Like, it's, if you've, like, it changed my outlook on life for the better. And when I got out and started to, I got my, when I went into the psych ward, when I got my phone back that first day, I know I'm going off on tangents, just stay with me, okay? Because something's coming through with this. When I got my, when I, you had to get permission from from your provider there to get phone usage, like, allowance. Like, you could, to get like allowed to use your phone and to get like phone permissions. Like, you get prescribed your phone hours. But you have to go to a doctor to ask for it to get it, which is your provider, which you talk to every morning anyway. So basically, like, I was in the hospital for about 4 or 5 days with no contact to anyone. No one knew where I was. No one knew that I even went to the hospital. I didn't even tell my parents. I didn't tell my parents jack shit. And they were, and I say that because I made the decision to call my counselor. He helped me make the decision to go in. He told me pack a bag and come on over. I packed a bag, And as I was packing a bag, my dad came into the room. I was packing my clothes in. He started screaming at me about whatever there was. And my mom came in the room, same thing. She's screaming at me. And I just don't even say anything. I just walk past them. I grab my keys. I said bye to Luna. I shut the door and I left. And yeah, wow. So then going there, you know, the first time I got my phone back after 4 or 5 days, I basically had this mindset of my life can no longer be the same. I already had that near-death experience where I'm like, yeah, my life is no longer the same. But then I got to the point where I was like, yeah, no, my life can no longer be the same. And when I re-immersed into society, like, I took down everything from my Instagram. I changed my names on it. Like, I deleted so much stuff that I had put out to, because I thought it was me, right? Like, even down to my friends that were on there. And I took everything down and off. And when I, you know, got my phone back, I texted them kind of some things. And the whole time seeing this experience as who's actually there in my life. Like, if I'm not reaching out to anyone, if I don't even have my phone, who's actually noticing that I'm gone? Who actually noticed, right? No one cared. Not a single person cared. I'm not saying that like for anything. That's me letting my ego sit where it should be, because I was the person that before had superficial relationships and would have been so butthurt if no one had reached out. And I was those days checking my phone, being like, who can I talk to? You know? And because of that, and getting my phone, right? Being able to have it too. But also being like, there's no one. You know? I'm like, it's me and God. But then I started spending genuine time with the other patients, and I'm so glad I met them. God bless them. I think of them, like I name them each individually. Like I adore all of them, and each of them was a shadow version of myself. If you listen to my stories, you've heard me before. It was literally the Breakfast Club. And when I left that place, I went from going from a small little mousie to having redemption day, to having a day of walking, talking, standing confidently, to practice that, just the motions, just to see what it feels like, just to look in the mirror confidently, to relax my shoulders, just to walk. And I just practiced doing it. Because at the time I couldn't do more than a slouch. So I just kept on keeping on. You know, I went to all the groups 4 times a day in this hospital. I made sure to eat my meals because recovering from an eating disorder, my eating disorder is more of like a control thing to me and food avoidance, where yes, I stopped weighing myself. I stopped looking at calories. Now I weigh myself before I step on the scale. I put it in my head. I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to keep a healthy weight. I rarely look in the mirror unless I need to look at my outfit. There are a lot of, I don't allow myself to restrict food, because you guys see myself, if I start to restrict food, like it's a slippery slope. So that I actually did mostly take care of in the hospital when I was in there, which made me think back to a time about this. And this is why I'm like, stay with me here. It's a long story, but it really does come together. So okay, so I told you guys about my eating disorder now. It's kind of like anorexia, but it's not about body shame. It was about control of aspects in my life. Going as long as I could without eating, seeing how tired I could be and pushing through, like liking the physical challenge it gave me of exhaustion. Yeah. Because I was like, okay, I'm getting pushed. Maybe I'm, I don't know. I think it was also a way of self-harm. definitely self-harm. And that's something that I'm happy to work on. Okay, anyway, so this girl who's not a bitch, right? This girl who's not a bitch. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. So this girl who's not a bitch, right? She, I'm telling you about my eating disorder too, because this girl and I were, the story isn't about the girl. The story is about my journey and how I learned if people like are genuine in my life. So let me tell it a different way. Anxiety. I was part of a group of girlfriends. There was 4 of us, and we were close from freshman year, from that, first month to we did everything together in college. Like we, it was a rock. We went to Aruba after our graduation, and I don't know, like there was one day that like I had actually finished a plate of food, and I was really uncomfortable eating around people still. I actually finished this plate of food, and this girl who's not a bitch, right? I did feel like kind of loved and seen, but looking at it, I wonder, I really do look into it a lot now because it's just something to be curious about. But she said, she was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, and I was low-key like kind of crying anyway, because I had also noticed I finished the plate. And she took a picture of me and whatever. And in the moment it felt cute. But now looking back on things, I'm like, that kind of also stood out to me. I was kind of like, oh, it's like, congrats to everyone else for finishing their plate too. You guys know that it stresses me out. Like, why would you bring any kind of acknowledgement to me? Again, she was raised in a very different world than I was, so she had different perspective on communicating and interacting with people. Totally get that, right? Okay, this is where I was coming to terms. So now I'm bringing you guys back to when I was in the psych ward. Now, when I had left the psych ward, I had taken a few days not talk to anyone because who's really in my life? Who actually gives a shit about me? And then I finally texted those girls and I said, I'm out of the psych ward. I said, I'm out of the psych ward. And within minutes, this girl replied in the group chat, guys, I just got engaged. That was the last time I talked to them. Any of them. No one has reached out to me. No, none of them have reached out to me. It's the first time I talked to any of them. Or sorry, last time. And that was my suspicion. I know that they wanted to be friends with me because we were all friends. To keep the peace. Right? In college, I think it was just to get things out of me, like going to parties and stuff. With this girl who wasn't a bitch. I'm pretty sure she did that, right? So anyway, that taught me a lot about like people in my life and who actually wants to be in my life, and it changed my perspective entirely. And she had sent me a message a few months ago saying like, she was like, I just feel like sharing my story with you, and she sent me a voice memo, and I just have not even listened to it because I just don't have the energy for it. But yeah, crazy. I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but that's a story. Oh, because we were talking about like spiders and snakes and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, so after that, I felt less bad about removing people from my life. And because now before I had no idea of where that constraint laid. But then I came to a point in my life, having to make that decision, even though I didn't want to. It was hard for me, it was uncomfortable for me. And not even making a vocal decision about it, just quietly making a choice to be like, I am going to live my life quietly. And we have a group Discord going. Yes, guys, someone. Yeah, so you get it, Candy, with the being in there. I don't know how a Discord works, but someone hold my hand and help me through. Yeah, she was a bitch, guys. Like, anyway, I'm glad that I became friends with her because we're also sisters in Christ, and it's taught me a lot about loving someone who lives a life that their outlook on things are different than mine. Their calling, their living is just different from mine. Like, we are very different people living very different lives, yet we still crossed paths and had, such learning from each other. And I think it was because of our differences that I, just love her so much, because it's opened my eyes to so much. And it's encouraged me in different ways and challenged me, and I wish no ill harm on her, even though she's a bitch. But you know, yeah. So that's gonna be the way that I end this. I'm gonna take another deep breath. Hold on. Yeah, off camera. Um, wait, what is it? What's going on? If we're doing a password, I would tell you mine, but it's my password for everything. Actually, I have variations of it. We're going inside. Wow, I kind of feel like, oh, there's so many things we were gonna do. That's why I'm feeling away. All right. He's so happy she gets. Look at this girl. All she wants to do. She just wants to kiss people all day. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly it, Candy. Like, people are so fake, and like, college is really the middle school of being an adult, where you're kind of, I don't want to say you're running around having fun, but that's okay. Well, that's actually exactly how I described college. I'm like, I just want to run around and have fun for the rest of my life. Because in college, like, I showed up to my classes, but my teachers gave me a lot of pardons on things, just because, when you start to, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to expose myself. Yeah, I feel like my teachers pardoned me with a lot of stuff. Plus, I broke my neck in college, so the past two, like the final, and then COVID happened. Oh yeah, that was great. So college, my freshman year, I was a college cheerleader, and I just was all over that campus. And okay, not like that, but I was dating one of the basketball players, so I was like very like expressive of myself, like not expressive like, well, yeah, expressive, but I was like extroverted because I just, it was fun. Like, I was exposed to a lot of different like groups and everything, so it was really fun to like just be and like just have fun. And then sophomore year I met this boy, and oh yeah, I stopped dating that basketball player in the freshman year, and I met this boy who was on the track team, and I just absolutely loved that man. And like, how they talk about like your twin flame and then like your soul mate and everything like that. Like, I don't know what he was, but he kept popping in my life on all the important moments. And I'll be honest, I cheated on him and he broke up with me. And that's something that to this day I regret. But it wasn't like I was aware cheating. I was very intoxicated and someone had taken advantage of me. Like, so to me, I'm like, that's not cheating, but in a sense, like, I guess someone could see it that way, but I don't know. So and then he used to call me and yell at me, and I think he put it in my head that I cheated, but I'm also like, dude, I actually had told my friend that I didn't feel comfortable sleeping in the same room as him because I was so intoxicated, and like my friends were like, no, you're fine, don't be rude. So I also wonder if they set me up. uh I love my friends, but they tried to set me up so many times. I say my friends, my friends were my old teammates, so we just cheered together. It's not like we liked each other. Actually, I hated them until after I broke my neck. Yeah, so like my freshman year of college was fun, just parties and stuff like that. Then sophomore year, I met this man, and then I broke my neck. January, like, so the middle of my sophomore year, in the winter of my sophomore year, right? Then my junior year, spring of my junior year was 2020, was when COVID hit. And then my senior year, I was home in Connecticut for the fall doing an internship. And then I went and lived with that, the group of friends that I went to school with, but the girl who's not a bitch, I lived with them, which they invited me to live with them because one of their roommates was moving out and their rent was going to go up. Straight up. I was like, yeah, sounds great. That year sucked, dude. My senior year of college sucked. It was awful. Oh my God. And you know what's funny? It's not funny. So I broke my neck my sophomore year, middle of my sophomore year, right? COVID happened middle of my junior year. A few months into COVID, the friend group and I, which was like, I felt like they were my real friends. They were the girls I lived with my sophomore year, my junior year, and they were the ones I went out and partied with. And I loved them when we were so close. And then one of their old friends came back into the friend group, turned things up, and I had a falling out with that friend group, which is why I moved back to Connecticut and had the internship here, because I was like, that makes more sense for me to go to Connecticut and everything like that. So yeah, that was crazy. So my college was like, I'm like, freshman year. Sadness dot. For sure. All right, I'm going to finish up the other few things that I brought out sadness dot. And then I wanted to go into the reading from, it was the reading from the sermon this past weekend, and it's Ephesians 6. So take a screenshot now, because my notes in this, so Ephesians 6, you just go read it, just 6 through the end of Ephesians. One of them was the puff crush cycle, where you puff, right? You take in something that is giving you maybe like, that energy. Maybe you're taking a puff of marijuana, right? Or you're whatever it is, right? Or maybe it's, you're part of this international, not just national, international, international champion top sewing team. And crocheting team. It's a crocheting team. Top crocheting team. Like, and you, right, and you're like, I'm that. And like, you get like this big ego about it, right? All of a sudden, come in second place. Your crocheting team isn't the international best anymore. So then you get crushed. So then it's a cycle of puff crush. But then, right, new league comes out, and your team is now crushing it in just the national crocheting team. Puff, you're like, that, but we're still that, right? So puff crush cycle is unsustainable, and it's because we are putting our, like, just our eyes on something that isn't actually good for us and is going to hurt us inevitably, and the armor of God protects us from that too. And yeah, the other note that I made was this one, for a life of sustained victory, right? You put on the armor and you take up the armor. So you put it on, right? Like, you cover yourself in it. Like, it's who I say I am. And then you take it up. You're like, hold yourself accountable. Like, you are like, I am going to do this, whether I want to or not. I'm going to show up, because I know that is something that in the long term is, that's the choice I'm making, whether or not I'm like, I have the energy to, I can find all these excuses not to, no excuses. And the key to that, which is why I think this is so important, the key to putting on and taking up, right, to having that sustainability, the key to doing that is in preparation and being proactive. So I hope I spoke to someone with that. Oh, and put on your sunglasses of joy. So yeah. Geez. Bridge pizza. That sounds good. Oh, hell no. Someone's coming home. COVID college was crazy. Yeah, we start taking our classes online, but like the campus itself, it was so dead. The energy was so different. I mean, no one was on campus. And you could go into the union to get like, I think you could, I don't know if you could even get food and stuff like that. Oh yeah, even getting food was, oh my gosh. I don't even remember that because I didn't really eat. I cooked at home. I lived off campus. Sometimes. You know what I mean. I just gotta be honest here. We learned in DBT group yesterday, you just gotta make fun of it because what else are you gonna do about it, you know? Love them. They're great. Yeah, oh, that's right. Before I went to Aruba, we had to go get tests done to make sure that we could, you know, like board and everything. And we could get the testing done on campus. So that's what we did. And we had to walk through this like inflatable tent bubble type thing that sanitized us, I think, or maybe there's hand sanitizer in it. Yeah, that you are actually correct. That can't Canada, that is exactly. And it's so funny because intuition is always correct. Intuition always knows. And that is exactly, you are correct on that one. I think the best part about living in a small area is that it is really quiet. The downside to that is that I can hear everything that goes on in my house when I'm sitting outside. And likewise with the other way. Like as a kid, when I sit in my room, as a kid, even as an adult, when I sit in my room, I still hear everything that goes on outside. So it's like, it's nice because it's quiet, but at the same time, it's very intrusive. We're taking another deep breath. Sorry about this one, guys. Guys, what? Yeah, exactly, Kanda. Kanda, I think that you do have the gift of prophecy. And if you haven't looked into it, or you're curious about finding out, if you go to, so I go to Vox Church. If you go to their website, you can, I don't know if you have to make an account or not to do this, but you can take a spiritual gifts assessment and it asks you these questions. And then you get the results about like what spiritual gifts you have. And when I took the test, I answered it so quickly and authentically. And when I got my results back, I was like, that's so crazy. But I'm like, that's kind of what I was feeling, my whole life. But it was 98 point, or either it was 99.8, it was like 99.8% prophetic. It was my first gift. And then the next one was like, the first one was like 99.8. The next one was like 98.9. Like something, it was, and that one was apostle. And then the one under that was evangelism. And then from there on, I don't really remember, but I was like, okay, well, these, that's what my main focus was. So I think that's what I'm trying to say. Crazy. Prophecy is when you're kind of like a connector between God and people, and you receive, you know, maybe you hear a voice, maybe you have a vision, maybe like, you know, people experience it in different ways, but you receive like almost like a message in a sort. And maybe it's for you to know and share later. Maybe it's for you not to share. Maybe it's for you to share with people. Maybe it's you interceding on people's behalf and just saying the right thing on the right time, just because your gut feels like you should say it. Like you kind of feel like in the world, like led to do stuff. And some experiences of like me having prophecy, it's been as crazy and bizarre as like a pastor talking, and he said he's going to bring up a verse, and then I see the name of the verse outlined in neon colors on the wall, and then he says exactly what was, you know, on the wall that I saw as he's looking directly at, but he obviously had no idea that he was moment, nor did I just kind of was like, oh my gosh. Another example is me having like a gut feeling something's going to happen